Namaste, this is Monica and I welcome you to this Yin Yoga practice today. If you have practiced Yin Yoga before with me or otherwise, feel free to directly start your session. But if you haven't practiced it before, I would like to introduce a bit about Yin Yoga. So in Yin Yoga, we hold our asanas for a bit longer, about 3 to 5 minutes. These asanas are held sitting on the floor or lying down on the belly or the back. So there's no jump throughs, no sun salutations, etc. It is very calming, relaxing practice. It's a great way to get into your meditative state. Also, a great way to train your mind with being okay with stillness, since it's not a very active practice. It is all about passive stretches. So once we get into our asanas, we just hold our stresses or the stretches as it is for a longer period of time, and that really helps us reach our connective tissues, especially the fascia connective tissue, which is responsible for the framework of the body. So Yin Yoga also helps you regenerate your cells faster, helps you getting more elasticity in your connective tissues, and great for your flexibility. So because we hold our asanas in Yin Yoga for a bit longer, we follow three principles, which is principle number one, that we find our edge, we find a perfect position wherein we want to hold our asana, and we explore our body and see, okay, this is where I know that I can hold my asana for about 3 to 5 minutes without really struggling a lot. That's what is called your edge. And the principle number two, that we resolve to remain still for the time that we are going to hold our asana, which means we are definitely going to find another edge, move, or if it is little uncomfortable, we can make little bit movement, but we are not going to make any unnecessary movements. Principle number three is we hold our asanas for the time that we have decided, which also helps you train your mind getting better with determination, right? Like you determine, you find your edge, and then you hold your asana for the time that you have decided, right? Sometimes this practice can be emotionally overwhelming because it gives you a lot of time to really go into yourself, having an inward journey, and I would say encash that time for yourself and allow all the emotions, allow whatever feelings, sensations to be really felt and experienced through in this practice. So without any delay, let's meet on the mat and let's explore this practice together. So first, we will just relax ourselves, relax the whole body before we get into our Yin Yoga practice. Maybe if you want to make a little bit of neck movement to release the tension from your neck or shoulders, you can make that movement. Otherwise, you can simply sit in the cross-legged position or whichever position that you want to take right now. We are just going to take a minute here. Maybe close your eyes, relax the body, just sweep your awareness all throughout the body, inviting the mindfulness, being present in this moment, absorbing the space around you, absorbing all the feelings and sensations, really relaxing into this moment. You can move your neck like I said. Move your shoulders if you want, rolling them back or rolling them forward. Connecting with your body, allowing your body to sink down on the mat. And for a moment, just feel everything about this particular moment, this particular experience. And let us fill ourselves with gratitude. Feeling grateful for this particular moment, here and now. And finding how perfect this moment is. And let's join the palms together. We will be chanting one Om to begin our session. Take a nice deep breath in. Om. with an exhalation, you can open your eyes. So we will begin with shoelace first. So you can extend your legs out in front of you, bend your right knee, place it over your left knee and bending your left knee as well. So both of your feet are right next to your hips. Now over here, if you have too much gap between your knees, you can place a cushion between the knees. Otherwise, if it is higher up like this, that's okay. You can stay there. You don't have to use the props. Once you find your edge, now over here you have options to stay up in the center. You can drop your head back down, or you can start to walk your palms a bit forward as far as you want. Again, if you want to support your head with a cushion or block or bolster, you can do that. So we're going to stay here for about 2 to 3 minutes, feeling the sensation in the right hip. Allow your torso to surrender. Finding your own edge, finding what feels right for you in this moment. If you want to go deeper, go deeper. If you want to stay up, stay up. As long as there is some work happening in your right hip, right upper thigh, there is some sensation there. And how do you know that you've found a new edge? When you stop getting any sensation in your current edge, that's when you can move to a new edge, because we would definitely want some work to be happening there. Finding your stillness, connecting with your breath. Keep watching your breath and watch the gravity pulling your body down. And each one will have a different edge. So connecting with our own body, listening to our own body, finding our own edge, finding what is working for us, and respecting that. So Yin Yoga is not about pushing. It is about making peace with passive stretches, with little work that we are doing on our body. And we are continuously connected with our breath. And with each exhalation, we are surrendering more. We are getting deeper into our passive stretches. Watching ourselves breathe. Watching ourselves surrender. And let's press the palms back down, lift our body up, walk your palms back to the center. We are going to do a bit of side release here, not staying for long, just a bit movement. So you can place your palms again onto the side, lifting your chest up. Inhale, raise your left arm up and bending over to your right, feeling a nice release on the left side of the body. And a few more breaths here. Inhale, come back, left palm onto the left side and raise your right arm up, bending over to your left. breathe in to come back up. In the center, release, and let us change the side. So this time our left knee is going to be over the right one. Again, extend your legs out, bend your left knee, placing it over your right one, and then slide your right shin, bringing your right foot closer to your left hip. Again, if you're somewhere here, that's okay, and you can just walk a bit forward, stay in the center, or if you want to place a cushion between your knees, you can place the cushion as well, like this, finding what is working for you right now. If you want to place cushion in front of you, resting your head over the cushion, you can do that. So the props, the usage of props, the beautiful part about that is that there are so many ways and you can explore what is comfortable for you as long as you are holding on to your edge. Relax the shoulders and move as much as you want before you find your edge, and after you find an edge, try and remain still. Your mind will keep telling you 100 things that do this, do that, itch here, maybe you will feel some kind of itching or some kind of sensation, maybe making your hair. There's so many things that our mind comes up with, and maybe just watching through them and see for how long you can just watch through them without moving, and of course move when you find a new edge. Yin Yoga is perfect way to train your mind, wherein you can get the mastery of your mind instead of we being run by our mind. So I think this practice is beautiful that way. Allow yourself to feel everything. With exhalation, you may want to release everything that is there in your head, or in your body, any tension, any stress. And you don't have to force things to let them go. Just watching them through, accepting them, letting them be, and not resisting them. And that's how you actually let go. As long as we keep resisting something, we cannot let go. Sweep your awareness throughout and relax your body. Let it go, surrender. Let the gravity pull you down. Breathing in a very relaxed way. And press your palms back down. To walk your palms back. Come back to the center, and now we are going to make the side release. So placing your palms on either side, pressing your right palm down, lift your left arm up, and bend over to your right. Inhale to come back up. Exhale, changing the side. And again, come back up. Now we are going to move to Malasana. So you can place your palms behind you. Place your feet onto the floor, hip distance apart. And again, press your palms down to lift your hips up from here. Now over here, for some of you, it may be needed that you may need to lift your heels up. Then place a cushion, block, or you can roll your mat as well. And over here there are multiple options for your feet. Your feet can be, toes can be forward and feet can be parallel to each other, or you may want to put them slightly diagonal to each other. Resting your upper arms over your knees, join your palms together and hold. Another option is resting your upper arm inside your knees and pressing the knees away a little bit or as much as it is possible for you, and joining the palms, lifting the torso. And once you are there, you can simply relax your torso. We are allowing the gravity to work on the hips, pulling the hips down. Sometimes can be challenging, and when you think it is challenging, watch one breath at a time. One part of you might say that this is it, I can't hold it any longer, and then that's when you can say one breath at a time and just one more breath, and try for as long as you can. And after that also, if you feel that this is it, feel free to relax into whichever asana that you feel like relaxing. Beautiful asana for your digestion. If you sit in malasana early in the morning while you're also sipping the water, like just one sip at a time, slowly drinking your water, it is great for your digestion. Noticing all the sensations and continuously having faith in our practice. So whatever practices that we do, our faith is very important. Our intention and faith play major role in that. If we keep doubting a practice, or if we keep doubting anything that we do, it's very unlikely that we are going to get the benefits that we are intending for. So whatever you're doing, having faith in that, and it has to come to you naturally. Doesn't have to be influenced by someone. There are certain things we naturally feel connected to, we naturally feel that they are working for us, and I think that's because they resonate and we resonate with those practices more. And doing those practices what we resonate more with. And again, as you exhale, release from here. Place your palms onto the side, bring your hips back down, and we are going to move to frog pose, which is a little intense groin stretch. So I would suggest be very, very careful. Find a good edge for yourself, and I use the longer edge of the mat for this frog pose. So you can sit into Vajrasana to begin with, bringing your big toes together. Place your palms in front of you and start to widen your knees away. Then lifting your hips up, and then you can open your shin on both sides, maybe resting the side of your foot onto the floor. And the distance between your knees will be decided up to your flexibility, what is comfortable for you. Finding your edge and just going to your 60 to 70% capacity, not too much. Now over here, you can simply stay here if this feels okay for you, or maybe placing your forearms down, or you can simply place your elbows down and rest your forehead over your fingers. You can do that, or placing the forearms down, dropping your head down. So you can keep your hips aligned with your knees, possibly. If you want to use a cushion, you can also use a cushion or the bolster under your head. You can rest your chest over the bolster. You can do that. Relaxing your shoulders. So it depends. Sometimes we want more relaxing practice, and when I want more relaxing practice, I use props more. But other times, there are times when I'm okay without the prop. I just want a little bit more work happening. Then I do it without the props. And you'll feel that your knees are automatically going away. And if that feels comfortable for you, allow them to go away. But if you feel that it is getting too stressful and the stretches are deeper than you can take, then you can just stop them. And if you have found a new edge, and if you actively want to change your edge, then tuck your back toes and maybe putting your knees away one by one, little bit, safely, very, very safely. In between, if you want to may move your hips a little bit to and fro. So as I'm finding the new edge, as I'm bringing my upper body down. Then you can place your palms down. Breathe. It can be a very intense stretch. Bringing your big toes together. Walk yourself back. And then bring your knees together. Over here, we are going to walk the palms forward to move into the child pose with knees together. We are going to bring our groin muscles back to the neutral position. Again, if you have gap between your hips and your heels, place the cushion like this. If you want to support your head with the cushion, you can again place it forward in front of you. So choosing your prop here. And relax. Watch your breath flowing all the way to your tailbone. And as you inhale, you can feel your belly expanding, relaxing your groin as well. Continue to watch your breath. Continue to relax your body.
watching a mind calming down, watching the stillness that we are in right now. And now from here, you can lift your hips up. Separate your knees a bit, maybe hip distance apart. You can place your forearms down, or if your hips are aligned with your knees, and if it is possible for you, stretching your arms out. Maybe bringing the chest down if your chest comes down. If you want to support your chest with a cushion, place a cushion under the chest if it is not reaching, to make it more accessible for you. Or you can also place a bolster. So let us stay here for a few breaths. You can rest your forehead or chin onto the mat if it reaches. Surrendering your torso towards the floor, feeling the sensation in your shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Continue to watch your breath. And watch the sensations. Watch discomfort. And watching the resistance to discomfort. And press your palms down to walk your palms back, coming onto your fours, and maybe from here sliding your right leg forward outside your both of the palms, and maybe taking your left leg back, tuck your back toe, sliding your left leg back. Just enough stretch in the left thigh and feeling the stress in the groin here. And if you want, you can support your back knee with a cushion, placing a cushion underneath. I would suggest make sure that you use, my mat is pretty thick enough, so I'm okay, but it's better that you use the cushion under your knee. Making sure that you are comfortable. We don't want to be going extra mile in this one. Lunges, we need to be really finding our edge in the lunges. They are all sensitive stretches. So we just want to stress. We are not over pushing ourselves. We are going to just stress our connective tissues just enough. That's why I always say find your 60 to 70%. Just go to your 60 to 70%, not 100%, and let the gravity work. Let the gravity do the rest of the work. If you're falling on one side, shifting your weight back to the center. So you can just sweep your awareness and see, check that. Your arms are your palms are pressing down. Your torso is relaxed, so you're not holding the torso up, you're just relaxing it. tuck your back toe, taking your hips a little bit back. And slide your right leg. Bring your left leg forward. Outside your palms. Finding your edge. So you can somewhere be here. Your leg can be somewhere here. Finding your edge. Whatever is working for you right now. You can in between lift your head up and then drop that back down. Whatever feels comfortable again. Watching your weight equally distributed. Feeling the sensation in your right thigh, right upper thigh, in your groin, left groin, hips. So I'm surrendering my torso. Of course, the weight on the arms is a little bit more and it can be a little challenging holding here for a bit longer time. And that's okay. Whenever you feel that you have reached your limit, feel free to move into child pose or any pose that you want to move into to relax. From here, tuck your back toe, again sliding your left leg back. Walk your palms back to sit in Vajrasana. 5 breath here. And now we are going to move to Virasana. So again, keeping some distance between the knees, your feet and your shin are parallel to each other. So we want as much distance that our hips can fit in between our feet. Now over here again, if you feel that your hips are not reaching the ground, that's when you put a cushion under your hips. You can also use bolster in this one if you want to lie down. You can lie down without the bolster as well. So touching the shorter edge of the mat, shorter edge of your bolster, touching the sacrum. Place your palms on the side and very, very safely taking your spine down onto the mat. And you can place your palms on the side or stretch your arms up. You can choose whichever variation that works for you the best. If you want to do it without the bolster, there are multiple options again. You can sit in the center itself. I'll just shift a bit forward. Yeah, you can sit in the center itself or place your palms behind, maybe just resting your torso over your palms, or maybe placing your forearms down if this feels better for you. So when if you're here and push your pelvis forward and tuck your tailbone and then place your hips back on your bolster or cushion, whatever you're using under your hips, or if it is directly on the floor. And then if you want, you can go further down if your body allows. Now over here, if you feel that your knees are strained too much, again, you can place a cushion under your knees so that they don't get as much strain. However, we are also working on the knees here, we are working on the ankles here, working on the lower back, your hips, whatnot. So this is very beautiful asana of working on almost all the body parts. Find a good position for your arms. And if you think this is too challenging, keeping both knees bent, then you can slide your right leg forward and just simply stay here with one knee pointing up towards the ceiling, another knee bent, exactly the position that we have taken. And you can change after some time. So choose the variation for yourself. This is a beautiful asana to watch your belly breathing if you are lying down. If you're sitting in the center as well, watch your breath flowing from your nostrils to your throat and then flowing further down to your lungs. You can feel it in your chest as expansion and contraction. And if you're using good amount of your lungs capacity, then you can feel this in your belly as well. Your belly start to expand and contract when you're actually filling the lower lobes of your lungs as well. If you're breathing only through upper lobes, it's very unlikely that your breath will flow to your belly. So if your breath is flowing to your belly, know that you're using a good capacity of your lungs, which is great. If not, then you can work on that. It can feel intense in your lower back. In your abdomen, you may feel an intense stretch here as well. Not stretch, I would say stress. That's the word that we use in Yin Yoga. I keep using stretch as well. However, in Yin Yoga, we use the word stress because we are not really stretching anything. We're just stressing the tissues, stressing the organs for them to get activated and work. Remember to surrender, remember to let go of your weight, of all holding on to, of all the control. And from here again, press your palms down, press your elbows down. I usually like to catch hold of my ankles. And then slowly lift your torso up. Pressing your palms one by one to lift up nicely and safely. Just taking few breaths here by folding forward. And place your forearms down. Rest your forehead onto the mat. Or just simply dropping your head towards the floor. And let us now move to lie down on our back. We are going to move to banana pose, a perfect pose for the side release. So if you have props around you, maybe removing the props because we don't want anything to be touching our body. We want to relax. So banana pose is also very relaxing, but at the same time it releases your side body. So to begin with, you can bring your feet together. You can also stretch your arms up. Stretch in the sense, just take your arms up, catching hold of your right wrist maybe. And then take your legs onto the side to your right. And then also sliding your torso to your right. Both shoulders will still be on the mat. And if you want, you can rest your head on the left arm if you're tilting towards your right. Or alternatively, you can rest towards the right, but I prefer the opposite side. So you can explore that. Tilt as much as it feels comfortable for you, as long as you're not getting contraction on the right side. Feeling the gentle side release in our body. And let us move to other side. You can move to the center first and tilting to your left. Just like making the banana shape with your body. And relax, feeling this relaxation. And enjoying this moment of, say, chilling. Let's say chilling. So just ease out. Let go of all the control over your thoughts, over your body, whatever kind of control that you might be holding on to. So when we say let go of all the controls, sometimes our mind will start controlling the control itself. So it becomes counterproductive, I would say. So if you're trying to control the control, then that is when we just start watching, and when you start watching, the control over the control also goes, it dissolves, and then we can truly relax. From here, we'll be moving to our relaxation. So if you want, you can just simply relax into Shavasana, or maybe moving into sleeping butterfly. I also like to relax sometimes in sleeping butterfly. So bringing the sole of your feet together, opening your knees in the opposite direction, palms on the side. Alternatively, you can also use the bolster. So for relaxing, I'm going to use the bolster. Again, bringing the sole of your feet together, touching the bolster to your sacrum, palms on the side, and vertebrae by vertebrae resting your spine on the bolster. You can also place a cushion under your head, because for sometimes bolster can have less surface area, so you can do that. And place your palms on the side, relax, or up, anything that makes you feel better. And if you're lying down in Shavasana also, you can support your knees with the bolster. That will press your lower back down to the floor. That may also feel very relaxing. There's so much that we can explore with our body to see what works for our body, what doesn't. And let yourself relax completely. Watch your body sinking down. Watch your body releasing all the tension, all the stresses. Watch your body surrendering into this present moment. Connect with the space around you and relax into the space around you. Feeling safe, feeling protected. And that's only when we can truly feel relaxed, when we feel safe and protected. And of course, we can't force ourselves to feel safe and protected. But your healing brings you to that feeling wherein you start feeling safe and protected. And that's why we all get into self-healing, self-empowerment, wherein we work on ourselves to be able to enjoy our life fully. So embracing that safety, embracing that protection, having faith that we are being taken care of. And the faith is
Actually, in other words, it's surrenderance. When you have faith, you cannot worry, and if you are worrying, you do not have faith. So when you have faith, you can't worry, and then automatically the surrenderance happens. And having faith in what? Having faith in yourself. That nothing can break you, and you have all the power that you need to be able to fix things for yourself. Having faith in yourself is equivalent to having faith in the universe. You can't have faith in the universe and not in yourself. It doesn't work that way. So relax into that faith for yourself. And you can continue relaxing for as long as you wish. Otherwise, start to move your toes, fingers, palms, head, to bring your awareness back to your body. You can stretch your whole body if you want, maybe bringing your knees together, stretching your arms, and make whatever movement that you feel like making. And maybe rolling over to your right if you're in Shavasana. If you are lying down on the bolster, then place your palms on the side, lift yourself back up slowly and safely. And coming into your sitting asana. We are going to now conclude this practice, this beautiful Yin Yoga practice. It never fails to make me feel better. And I hope it works the same way for you. If you've enjoyed practicing with me, you can hit the like button, comment, subscribe if you want to. And we're going to seal this practice with one Om. You can join your palms to the heart center. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, you can open your eyes. Thank you for joining me in. I wish to see you soon again in some other practice. Until then, bye-bye.